On the news at 7, FCT administration hosts G7 Technical Committee meeting to address cross-border crimes. FCT administration decries spate of vandalism on infrastructure. And health experts advocate regular medical check for fitness. Good evening. Welcome to the news at 7 on Nta Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. I am Abdullahi Ajia. In a bid to address cases of cross-border crime in the Federal Capital Territory and neighboring states, the Technical Committee of G7 states is meeting in Abuja. Onozi Yakubu tells us more.
Participants at the G7 Technical Committee meeting include security chiefs from the FCT and neighboring states of Benue, Kaduna, Kogi, Nasarawa, Niger, and Plateau states. They are here to brainstorm on best ways to addressing security challenges confronting the contiguous states. These stakeholders believe it is imperative as the G7 provides opportunity for intelligence gathering and sharing to confront the upsurge in criminal activities in member states.
The FCT has in the recent times witnessed an upsurge in criminal activities, ranging from kidnappings and kidnappers masquerading as scavengers, stabbing, carjacking, etc. And even more worrisome is the fact that these criminal elements freely traverse the FCT and adjoining states in perpetrating their criminal activities and then seek refuge in the neighboring states.
Chairman of the Committee and Commissioner of Police, FCT Haruna Garba, says the meeting will ensure the review of operational strategies of members to contain crimes and criminality in the FCT and her contiguous states.
The idea was for the state to put their resources together, both man and materials, to fight the criminals simultaneously. It's imperative that we acknowledge the gravity of the task at hand. Our dear states stand at a critical junction where security concerns have become increasingly complex and technologically based, which require coordinated effort from all the stakeholders.
Security experts believe this initiative will strengthen collective efforts in fighting cross-border crimes. Onoze Yakubu, Nta News.
The Permanent Secretary, Federal Capital Territory Administration, Olushade Adeshola, has decried the states of vandalism and theft of gully inlets, manhole covers, and ordered flood containment infrastructure along Abuja city roads. The Permanent Secretary expressed this displeasure after the flood assessment tour of parts of the city. Onozi Yakubu reports.
Expressing his displeasure over the vandalism of the expensive gully inlets and manhole covers that were recently replaced by the FCTA, the Permanent Secretary, Olushade Adeshola, says the ugly act has led to the suboptimal performance of the drainage systems and consequent flooding on some city roads.
The manhole covers that were placed there, even on this particular road that we are, last year they were there. But now all of them had been removed. They were not removed by ghosts, they were removed by people. And this is Federal Capital City, where we have all the law enforcement agencies present. They want to beckon on every citizen and our law enforcement agencies to support the effort of FCT in protecting lives and properties through the provision of road infrastructure.
He, however, solicits the support of FCT residents to report any unusual or suspicious observations to the relevant security agencies for prompt action in order to forestall the ugly situation.
We have the number 112 where we can make emergency report when something unusual is happening. Report it so that our law enforcement agencies can be invited to deal with the situation. In this way, we will all be contributing to making FCT flood free.
He advised members of the public who dumped refuse into flood drains to desist from doing so. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
Since no society is completely free of crime, it therefore entails that residents must live in the consciousness of the activities of unscrupulous elements to avoid falling victim of their scheme. These and more formed parts of the discussion on the recent car theft incident in the territory. Charity Zaka monitored NTA's Call the Police program and has the report.
Present to discuss the issues on some matters of car theft and other prevalent crime in the territory, the Assistant Commissioner of Police Operations, FCT Police Command, Mode Magawata, enjoined car dealers and residents to be more alert to the tactics of car thefts.
The tackling insecurity within the FCT is the priority of the current leadership of the police, led by CP Haruna Garba.
Okay.
So far, FCT has over 200 vehicles, positions at strategic locations.
Magawata also spoke about the issue of insecurity in the city, noting that the FCT Police Command has placed men in patrol vehicles at strategic locations, which has helped to curtail the challenges of insecurity. He assured residents that all reported incidents will be looked promptly. Charity Zaka, NTA News.
Now, the FCT administration has vowed to prosecute the contractor of the collapsed four-story building. FCT Permanent Secretary Olushade Adeshola gave this indication while inspecting the scene of the incident. Onoze Yakubu tells us more.
FCTA Permanent Secretary Olushade Adeshola says the collapsed building is the repercussion of ignoring the professional advice of the consultant as well as that of the administration, and promised to prosecute the erring contractor.
The collapse of this building affirms the fact that when you ignore professional advice and counsels, it has a repercussion, and this is what is evident. We were just informed that instructions and notices were served. Stop work. Even the consultant site advised that no further construction work should be done on this site.
Mr. Permanent Secretary, sir, you notice that this is a very massive building, and if not for the support of all the stakeholders, especially the FCDA, who have given us all the equipment, plus the equipment used by development control, we wouldn't have finished this operation by now.
The Director of Development Control Department, Mukhtar Galadima, reveals that preliminary investigation shows that when the contractor commenced the project, there were observations made by the site engineers who asked the contractor to resubmit the building plan for the basement because the topography was not reflected in the earlier design but failed to comply.
Now, along the line, in the course of development, there were some alterations and the building was asked to stop until those modifications are integrated in the design. So he was asked to stop. In fact, a test was conducted to determine the integrity of the structure. The consultant advised him personally that please don't do anything on the site, because if you do anything, it's going to collapse.
He added that the contractor, after defying the earlier directive, mobilized to the site during the Salah break, resulting in the unfortunate incident which occurred when the workers attempted to cast on the existing structure. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
Now to the judiciary. The High Court of FCT sitting in Kuje has adjourned further hearing in a civil matter filed against Premier Academy, Lugbe, and 3 other defendants on alleged abdication of duty of care to one of its students to 13th November 2023. Justice Chinyere Elewo gave the order at the resumed hearing of the suit filed against the school for negligence and care of a minor in its custody. Judiciary correspondent Miriam Emeka Amadi reports.
Vivian Vihemga Abba, a civil servant, on 25th November 2022 filed a suit against Premier Academy Lube and 3 other defendants, Grace Salami, Olusegun Adesomi, and Chris Akinsowo, for negligence of duty and lack of care that led to the alleged rape, leading to the eventual death of her daughter, Karen Hapuch Abba. When the matter was called up for hearing, the defendants were not in court. The judge, Justice Chinyere Elewo, ordered for the cross-examination and hearing of the plaintiff, Vivian Abba. Examination in chief led by the plaintiff's counsel, Uzoma Aneto. She was asked if she would recognize the suit she filed and defendants by their names. She responded in the affirmative. In paragraph 35 of her witness statement of oath, she acknowledged the audio report containing the voice recording of a conversation she had with the Premier Academy matron, Grace Salami, the 3rd defendant, and one Olusegun Adesomi, when they visited the hospital where she was with her late daughter Karen on 21st June 2021. She equally adopted her witness statement on oath, urging the court to adopt it as her evidence. Abba pleaded with the court to look into the prayers for justice, as it has been 2 years of lamentation and heartbreak since the death of her only daughter, Karen. The plaintiff counsel tendered all the documents in evidence which the court admitted as exhibits in the suit.
This matter has lingered for so long, and I remember on the last date of adjournment where she sat in court, she said if this matter doesn't go on, that she will likely strike it out. So it was obvious that today we just had to go on, and I'm glad we did go on.
In the absence of the defense counsel in court, the registrar told the court that the defense counsel called that he will not be in court. Miriam Emeka Amadi, NTA News.
Frequent medical check of health status and search for medical guide have been re-echoed by groups of health professionals as best practices for quality health. This came to fore during a health work organized by Ask Diagnostic Clinic and Al-Ain Clinic through selected streets of Abuja. To raise awareness, Rosemary Motalet Bilal reports.
A walk round Jabi environment was conducted to drive home the much emphasis of frequent checking of self through professional guidance for optimal well-being.
Today is all about creating awareness about lifestyle medicine, okay? And lifestyle medicine is a branch of medicine that uses the pillars of lifestyle medicine, which includes sleep, diet, exercise. Message to everyone is that you don't have to be sick to come to the hospital. There's lifestyle medicine clinic that you can attend.
Everybody knows we can do exercise. Exercise is good. But majority of us do not know that exercise is like a drug. Too much of it can also harm the system. We encourage individuals to know their body system, to identify their body system using some of the machines we have displayed there.
With the introduction of new health machines to their facility, ICE Diagnostic and Hall Health Clinic is partnering ICE Physiotherapy and Exercise Clinic to promote healthy living for all.
Walk the talk, this walk, let's walk. All these initiatives we are trying to develop to spread proper health awareness among the public.
When you take care of yourself, you spend less money on hospital bills.
Also introducing our new machine, which is the body analyzer that helps you to analyze the fats in your body, your weight, and how to reduce it.
It's a very good chance for me to go out to do the exercise. And I like this kind of program.
Sensitization is also aimed at networking the medical professionals, re-echo the need for humans to stay healthy always and to not wait until they are sick. Rosemary Motalet Bilal, NTA News.
FCT Commissioner Public Complaints Commission Ezekiel Musadal Hatu has emphasized the importance of equity and fairness as a way of promoting justice for all. residents of the FCT. He was speaking on NTA Abuja Weekly Current Affairs Program Issues.
And then, owing to the fact that we render our services pro bono, Nigerians feel more comfortable and for free to approach us with the issues. Reasons why we have some issues that are basically not in our purview, but for the fact that we are a gateway where people can reach us, we get those complaints and then we do referrals and then see how best it can be handled. So.
The Secretary to the Governments of the Federation, Senator George Akume, on behalf of the federal government, mourns the death of the first Federal Capital Territory FCT Minister, Chief Mobolaji Ajose Adeogun, 96. A statement signed by Director of Information, Office of the SGF, Willie Bassi, recalls that Chief Ajose Adeogun, who was appointed the first FCT minister under the regime of General Murtala Muhammad, was tasked with the responsibility of drawing up the Abuja Master Plan. SGF describes the late former minister of the FCT as a technocrat and a boardroom guru, entrepreneur, oil magnate, and initiator of developmental projects in the country. He commiserates with the governments and people of Lagos State, his immediate family, and prays to God to grant the soul of the departed eternal repose. Well, we'll go on a short break. When we return, the news continues.
Many thanks for joining us on the program Issues on Nta Channel 5 Abuja.
It's only when you have that you would know the number of buildings.
To develop the internal infrastructure, which we call secondary and tertiary.
So there's no reason why we cannot go in there, provide more schools, taking more services.
At the official exchange rate, they can't meet up, except the government subsidizes them.
Join us on the program every Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. Issues, dissecting the issues through conversations. Join us then. Talking sports now, all is now set for the commencement of the maiden Adedayo Benjamin's Lani Unity Sports Championship, aimed at harnessing and developing grassroots talents, particularly in the FCT. This was disclosed in a press briefing to herald the championship. Francisca Bile completes the report.
The convener at Adedayo Benjamin's Lani during the youth-driven event said unity is found mostly in sport, and as such, she was propelled to organize the FCT football tournament for youth across the 6 area councils in Abuja, with venue located in each of the area councils.
This sport competition is built to kick off on 8 July with the grand finale slated for 29 July this year in Abuja. Meanwhile, former Nigerian international Kanu Nwankwo sent his message of support to the organizers.
The power of unity in sportsmanship is second to none. You don't see color, you don't see age, you don't see religion, you don't see your church denomination.
Chairman Local Organizing Committee Mo Mohammed said a total of 12 teams, that is, 2 teams in each area councils who made it to the knockout stage, will participate in the tournament.
We're going to have 2 teams, the champions of the tournament, then the scouting team. And then from there also, we put them together. We're going to camp them for some certain period of time. Then we will be taking them from international scouting tournament.
The chairman announced that other sports such as basketball, tennis, swimming would be included in the Unity Sports Championship, with the logo of the sports tournament unveiled. In Abuja, Francisca Bile, NTA News.
Thank you, Francisca. With that, we'll come to the end of the English version of the news. I leave you in the hands of the translator. Thank you for your time. Good evening. I am Abdullahi Hajia.
ba je we sha je go wona yuwa na ba shi ba da wo mu press ba yuba wona wago a na ba ge gai ntiga ajin abin koyi shigbe na do na azan koyi in ba koyi ga na ashi shegi kizidna ngai ngi akin gutna ba abusu bida azana ngai be shi na iba na sarab ga G7 bai ka abewe na pita piai in ba ku na ba ajin abin koyi pia shigbe ngi on ze yakubu wago do wenda nge abusu bida ba godo nge baba lo ba le gbodo ba sunku na abin koyi shi sa gma ka kala ntiga shi aku mi ba bo nkido ba jaga hwi nkido chanajin ba be ba sase na baba ko pita pia baba la asagmai ba shi abin koyi pia shigbe gwamnati yakin na nya kai na da shange olishade adeshola woku badada ngachi ai ntu na azabo ba zuba ba wu anya gwamnati a nyaya na mata so koluko chedo na ba aje yakin na yakwan oneze yakubu wagodo wendai nge she gwamnati ku abajinji yibabwa ya shi apma mbai avialo ba yiba to haje asha apmabwa ba agna nge gwamnati ta tiwi loko jin ababan wagodo nge za na police anwo owa ko ba lowe ijalu abusu bi da zana gban badai nge ekide de heito lolo na kota na azanu ko ifilo nko ba jin abanu kota ba ji gwamnati bagbatun bade na ji gwamnati na do na abusu bi dai badai nge zaza hai go wawe na we ka abanu ko jin we nhage banu ko jin ko onya ko zaza lo jevi hei hai abusu bida bataki sang baba be maji intige ashi banu ko shigwe sa meka kalai baba hu ba awe nsai alba injalu ama agbaja na bayi kuzo ibe ja do wosu shekwasi paga shekwoni yizu saisu
Jama'a barkanmu da wannan lokaci ga fasaran takaitattun labarai mai karantawa Shuaibu Onoze Yakubu. Domin magance matsalolin tsaro da ke addaba birnin tarayya Abuja da sauran jihohi da ke makwabtaba da shi, jami'an tsaro sun fara taron ganawa da juna domin magance wannan matsalan. Kwamishinonin jihohin Kaduna, Kogi, Niger, Benue, Nasarawa, Kaduna da birnin tarayya Abuja sun sami halarcin wannan taron da ake yi a birnin tarayya Abuja. Sakataren dindindin na hukumar raya birnin tarayya Abuja Olushade Adeshola ya yi tar da halayen miyagun mutane da ke sace kayayyakin more rayuwa da ke kan titunan Abuja. Olushade Adeshola ya nuna bacin ransa ne a lokacin da ya yi tafiyan ganewa ido a kan bala'in nan da ya faru a sanadiyar ambaliyar ruwa da ya auka wa mazaunan muhallin Trademore da ke Lugbe, Abuja. A wani labarin kuma, wakiliyarmu Charity Zaka ta kawo rahoto cewa tun da kasar na fama da matsalolin tsaro, ya zama dole jama'a mazaunan birnin su zama masu lura da ayyukan miyagun mutane da ke kusa da su domin samun tsira da miyagun ayyukansu. Ta jama'a abinda ya sauka kenan, mu kwana lafiya.
Igbo bụ Igbo ekele m unu nọ n'akụkọ uhuruchi taa. Ọ bụ okwu Francis Denyi na-akọ ya na mbọ ọ na-agba igbochi ịkpa arụ dị iche iche site na obodo steeti ndị a ya na FCT gbara agbata obi. Ehiwala kọmitii akpọrọ G7 ịtụkọta isi ọnụ ma tụpụta alụ a ga-esi wee gwọọ ya bụ onye ukwu wara ma gbochie arụ niile a esi na steeti ndị a were na-akpa n'ime FCT. Onoze Yakubu mere ka anyị mata na ọgbakọ ndị G7 a bụ n'ime Abuja bụ FCT, isi obodo anyị ka nọrọ mee ya. Ode akwụkwọ ukwu nke ụlọọrụ mmepe Abuja dị n'aka bụ FCT bụ Olushade Adeshola ebeela akwa arịrị maka etu ndị omekome si na-ezu okwuchi ọwara mmiri dịgasị n'okporo dị iche iche n'ime Abuja. Onoze Yakubu kwuru na ya bụ odeakwụkwọ gosipụtara mwute ya ka o mechara njem nleta ebe niile ide mmiri kpara mkpamkpa n'ime Abuja n'izuụka ole na ole gara aga. Ebe ọ bụ na onweghị obodo na-enweghị ndị isi abụ okpu, ndị bi n'ime Abuja kwesịrị ime anya dịka azụ igbochi ya bụ aka ọrụ ndị omekome. Charity Zaka, onye tụlere nkata akpara n'ime ụtụtụ nke NTA Channel 5, mere ka anyị mata na nke a so n'okwu kpụ akpụ n'ọnụ ma kpọrọ ọkụ n'oge ya bụ mmemme ụtụtụ taa. Ndewo gị bụ onye ọma kiriri anyị, etu akọ ha anyị n'ọnụ n'uhuruchi taa, ka ọ dịkwa n'echi mgbe anyị nụrụ ga-ezute ọzọ. Ndewo.
kalẹ̀ o ẹ̀sìnkú dédé wòyí ròyìn iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún tìlú Àbújá ló ń tẹ̀ sí etí ìgbọ̀yìn látẹnu Mobọ́lájí Mátì. Àwọn alákòóso ètò ààbò ìpínlẹ̀ méjì lórílẹ̀‐èdè jókòó ní olú-ìlú orílẹ̀‐èdè Àbújá láti foríkorí lórí ètò ààbò ibodè. Alákòójọpọ̀ ìròyìn Ìrìnsẹ̀ Yakubu ròyìn wípé àjọ ìgbìmọ̀ àwọn orílẹ̀‐èdè náà jókòó láti jíròrò lórí ọ̀nà tí wọn yóò fi dẹ́kun ìwà ọ̀daràn yíká ibodè ìlú Àbújá àti agbègbè rẹ̀. Ọ̀pọ̀ ló sọ̀rọ̀, lára wọn ni alákòóso Haruna Garba tó sọ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wípé wọn yóò ṣe ohun gbogbo dájú láti rí i wípé ìwà búburú yíká olú-ìlú orílẹ̀‐èdè di ohun ìgbàgbé. Ọ̀gá àgbà iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba ìlú Àbújá Olúṣadé Adéṣọlá fi ẹ̀dùn ọkàn rẹ̀ hàn lórí àwọn ohun èlò tí àwọn ènìyàn ń jí nígboro ìlú Àbújá. Alákòójọpọ̀ ìròyìn Ìrìnsẹ̀ Yakubu ròyìn wípé ọ̀gá Adéṣọlá lásìkò tó ṣe àbẹ̀wò sí àwọn agbègbè tí àgbàrá òjò ti yọ àwọn ará agbègbè náà lẹ́nu sọ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wípé ohun tí kò dára ni láti máa jí àwọn nǹkan tí ìjọba pèsè fún àǹfààní àwọn ará ìlú, bí ó ti rí i wípé ọ̀pọ̀ kòtò tí àgbàrá òjò ń gbà lójú pópó ni àwọn ọlọ́ṣà ti jí ìdérí wọn lọ, pẹ̀lú àwọn ohun èlò mìíràn tí ó ń darí àgbàrá òjò láti má fi àyè sílẹ̀ fún ọ̀rọ̀ omíyalé. Wọ́n rọ gbogbogbò láti fi tó àwọn agbófinró létí bí wọ́n bá rí ẹnikẹ́ni tàbí ẹgbẹ́kẹ́gbẹ́ pẹ̀lú ìwà pálapàla. Alákòójọpọ̀ ìròyìn Charity Zaka tó ṣe tẹ̀léńtẹ̀lé ètò pé ọlọ́pàá tó máa ń wáyé lọ́sẹ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ ní iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún ti ìlú Àbújá jábọ̀ wípé ìjókòó ọ̀hún sọ wípé gbogbogbò ní láti gbin èso ààbò sọ́kàn àti láti ṣe àmójútó tó péye ní àyíká gbogbo kí wọ́n má bàa kó sí ọwọ́ àwọn oníṣẹ́ ibi. Bákan náà, ọ̀gá Mode Magawata náà tún mẹ́nuba bí wọ́n ti ṣe gbé ọkọ̀ ayọ́kẹ́lẹ́ kan ní ìlú Àbújá. tó kì í dùn kó pọ̀ ṣéun ní ọbẹ̀ oge títí òye ọ̀la Ojúmọ́ Ire ni yóò mọ́ wa.